Alright guys, getting back on track here. I had a few things I wanted to show you. These are some of the newer things that I've gotten lately that I've been taking with me. Some part of my everyday carry, others tend to stay in my bag. But what we've got here is one neat little fire starting method. These things are called Strike-A-Fire by Diamond. I'm pretty sure I found these at Kroger, maybe, but I know they have them at Walmart and probably other department stores like that in the camping section. But what's neat about these is they come with their own striking method, which is something I haven't seen before in these little logs like this. There's two here stuck together, but you can see on one end here it has this substance like with matches, and on the package itself it has a little striker. And I have lit one of these off of a regular striker strip on a box of matches, so they'll work that way too. Or you can just light them outright with a lighter or some other method. But they'll burn for a pretty good while, and they're pretty inexpensive. I think I've already dipped into this box, but I think there was the others 8 for I think maybe $3 or $4. So I like these a lot. They'll help you get a fire started really quick, and they're cheaper than they don't start as easy, but they're cheaper than Wet Fire, which you probably know what Wet Fire is. I really like that Wet Fire product. Second is this LED sort of lantern type deal. Pretty bright, runs on 2 AA batteries. I picked this up at Academy, but they do also have these at Walmart and maybe some other department stores like Home Depot, Lowe's maybe. This is in a camouflage pattern. They usually come in standard colors at the other stores I've seen them at. But one thing that's kind of neat about them is they have a magnetic bottom. They will tend to be pretty good with their batteries. They don't really blast through them because it's not a really high intensity focused beam, but it's plenty of light to do some reading or setting up your tent, starting a fire, anything like that. If you get caught in the dark before you get your camp fully set up. Or just any sort of general purpose light, not necessarily a camp, but just everyday usage. Maybe working on your car, especially under the hood with the magnetic bottom. It'll stick underneath the underside of your hood. It's really handy. One other thing I've got here is these little gear ties. These are reusable wire ties from Night Eyes. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Night Eyes, but I pretty much love everything they make. They make the S-shaped carabiners, this tangle-free solution thing is called the Curvy Man for your headphones and other cables. Several different types of flashlights and other little lighting solutions, keychain stuff like that. These, anything they'll fit around. They come in all sorts of different sizes and colors. Anything they'll fit around, they can be used to keep cordage in check, wires at home in check. Even something as simple as if you lose the wire tie for your bread, you can put it around that. This usually finds its way around my headphones. I carry my headphones with me almost everywhere. This helps keep them from getting tangled up. Comes on and off really easy. And you can see here I've got this one folded up into a stand for my phone. Really, really handy. And lastly, I have a wallet that I picked up at Academy. It's made by Chums. You may be familiar with them for making things for keeping your glasses and sunglasses around your neck or from flying off your head, whatever. I favor this little wallet because it's not really that bulky, and I tend to wear a lot of shorts, especially gym shorts, sometimes sweatpants, and a lot of things like that. They tend to forgo a back pocket. So this will slide right in the front pocket really easily. And even though it's small, at the same time it has a lot of storage capacity. It has an ID window here, and a zipper with a divider, so you can have your ID and maybe some other cards and separate it with your cash, with this second little divider back here. On the other side, on the bottom of the other side, it also has another zipper pocket that doesn't have a divider, but it's a little more roomy. And on the back exterior, it has a pocket with a little key ring coming out of it. I've got a little key from a padlock I have on the key ring. And aside from just, you know, my ID and money and other bits and bobs like that, I keep a couple of fire starting methods with me. I have in this little Ziploc bag here some stormproof matches. I think they got a 15 or 20 second burn time, and I'm not sure how well you can see this, but there's also a little candle in there, like one of those trick birthday candles that's really hard to blow out. I don't remember where I heard that as a handy little fire starting method for, you know, when it's windy out, but I have used it several times, and that is very handy. I don't know, I'm not sure exactly how they work, what keeps them burning so long, and what keeps them from, you know, blowing out so easily. But it is really, really handy, and it's compressed pretty flat, so it doesn't really add a significant amount of bulk to the wallet. And I've also got two little striker strips that came with the stormproof matches. These are really heavy stock, really sturdy. These will last you a while. You'll use up all the matches that come in the container well before you even really put a dent in one of these. So these are worth hanging on to, especially because they're not attached to a box or anything like that. So you can slip them down in, you know, whatever you got there. Flints for my Zippo and a wick for my Zippo. I carry a Zippo at all times. I am a smoker, but the windproof lighter, you know, has its own set of advantages. One last thing that I keep in there, well, no, not last, there's still a couple things here. On that back pocket, the exterior pocket, I keep a pen and a little pocket knife slid down in there so I can get to those easy in case I'm wearing, you know, like I said, some gym shorts or sweatpants where I don't want to have all my pockets weighted down with everyday carry stuff. But one other thing that I discovered a while back, I was asking my dad for a stamp, and he came at me with this stamp that I'd never seen before. It had a Purple Heart medal on it, but after I Googled it and looked into it a little bit, they've released these things several times before, but it didn't have a monetary value on the front of it. And I said, "What is this? How much is this stamp for?" And he said it was what was called a forever stamp. I'm not going to bother taking it out of here. I just put it in a little, this little tiny manila envelope I had to keep it from getting creased. But it's what's called a forever stamp, and apparently they release these ever so often, and the stamp is good for forever, indefinitely. Whether the price of a stamp goes up or down, you can always use one of those stamps to send a letter. I don't know how that works with shipping larger products where you would, you know, like a medium-sized envelope, you know, where you would normally use, you know, more than one stamp. I'm not sure, you know, how they work when it comes to that, but for a normal-sized letter, it's always you know, good for sending at least one thing out. So I slid one of those into my wallet because it takes up pretty much no space, and you know, you never know when you may or may not need one. So you know, better to have it and not need it than you know, need it and not have it. So there you have it. This is one of my first videos, so don't judge too harshly. This is just a couple of my new things that I've gotten lately. I'm ordering a new pack. For this, a lighter pack for the springtime in the next few days. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of rearranging, so you may see some more videos coming up soon. So if you like this video, that's something I wanted to touch on earlier. If I hope that you found your way here through some of my other videos or by checking out my channel. If so, great. If not, if you like this video or have you seen any of my other videos, then please subscribe. Help me get this channel off the ground, and I'll be speaking to you guys again soon. Thanks.